don't let it for other people, do it by yourself. Climate change. Now I'll give you an example for that. This is a bus, and assume this bus is in the daytime. This is the nighttime you see. This is a daytime. Now you are sitting here. Now if it is in the sun, I'm not talking about the advanced country, they will have air condition. What about us? This will not, you will not be able to sit it for long, because it will get hot, and the hot air inside this will not allow you to sit, because you will perspire, you will have all that, this will be uneasy to sit. Okay. Now this is a heated air. Now the same thing, we are making in developing countries, we use concrete and the bricks. It absorbs heat and then it releases heat in the night time. So we always see it is hot always in your house also, and out, even if it is outside hot, cold in the evening time. So this is what the heating effect is for wherever you see. So now this bus is hot. Same way the earth is also getting hotter, because we are burning fossil fuels like coal, like petrol, like diesel, industry heat, water heat. Now when we are heating this, there is a way earth regulates itself. When sun's rays are coming, it is very hot. So some of them is absorbed, some of them is reflected. The absorbed heat is released. So we have a layer, and this atmosphere controls the heat. It grabs the heat so that the earth don't become very, very cold in the night time. So this capacity of the atmosphere to stop the heat from going outside, this is the natural process. That is why we are able to live here. Otherwise earth will be very cold in the night time. So the gases trap and prevent the earth heat from escaping. But this is good for us. But say if we need 10, I'm giving a number. But because of the excessive heat we are producing, it becomes 15. I'm just giving an example. Say it is 20. This is just a random number I'm taking. So now the number of heat has become 15 or say 20. Now what will happen to the glaciers? First of all, the heat will be very high, and the glaciers, the snow or the ice will melt. So all the low-lying areas that will be drowned in these oceans or rivers or lakes. Okay. So you will lose land because of this global warming. Because the warming which the earth requires, you have increased the warming. So this is called global warming. That global means whole earth. Warming is heating. So this is the ability, actually it is good thing, ability of earth to retain heat is good for us. But to a limit. We are crossing a limit, so that is a greenhouse effect. You have seen when some crops are grown, there is a house being made, and the earth, the heat is kept inside. That is how the crop are grown. This is a greenhouse, but the detrimental effect is greenhouse effect. Okay. See, forest which is made by the earth God has made it very smartly. The forest has all the possibility, because the humans and animals, they release carbon dioxide, and the tree will do what? They will take carbon dioxide and they will produce oxygen. We can use this oxygen. So now we are cutting the forest. When we are cutting the forest, what will happen? The carbon dioxide is coming, industrialization, the heat is increasing. Carbon dioxide is the main ingredient of heat. So the greenhouse effect will increase. The heating, that is the global warming, will grow up, which is higher limit, which we don't want. See, some greenhouse gases are there naturally. We cannot do anything for that. And they are there because we want to save earth. The earth need to be hotter at night. Otherwise it will be very dead cold. But when the natural processes it is coming, it is okay. But because it is coming from decomposition of organic matter, for example. But how about human activity? We can stop it. Burning fossil fuels, agriculture burning, all these are human activity, and this is adding up to the temperature of the earth, or carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide coming, and that is the problem of that will cause the global warming. If this 10 becomes 50, we all would die. So the greenhouse gases As I said, they are naturally also and human, because the nature is already producing and we are also adding up to it. For example, water vapor, carbon dioxide, the methane, CH4, the nitrous oxide, N2O, the ozone, O3. Okay. All these are what? They are the greenhouse gases. And nature is also producing, but we are also producing because of the industrialization, because of the industrial process, because we are doing all kind of manufacturing product. For example, we are making the cleaning agents, the refrigerants, the electrical insulators. All these are eventually producing these greenhouse gases, and they have the detrimental effect on the environment, the atmosphere, eventually the living organisms and the non-living ones also. So this fluorinated gas, you will see we have chlorine and fluorine also. So chlorofluorocarbons, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, we call it as HCFCs, hydrofluorocarbons, HFC. It is not HCFCs, it is HFC. So now, as I said, because of the excessive heat, the snow will melt and the low-lying area will drown. So I am talking about all these gases: water vapor, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbons, chlorine-fluorine combination. So chlorine and fluorine both are bond are there. So they are for good. I am not saying they are for bad. But when we are excessively producing it by ourselves, what will happen to the world? See, the percentage or the value should not increase 2. If it goes above 2, carbon dioxide production or coming up, it will have a bad effect. So carbon dioxide, whatever we are doing, we are burning oil, we are burning coal, gas. This has increased 31% since the industrialization has taken place. Previously it was not. 31% it has increased. It is a very big number, and it is causing more heat which is trapped inside the lower atmosphere, which should not be there. We need a limit. Troposphere, the atmosphere. So heat has increased because of the climate is changing. We have flood, we have changes in the climate, we have drought, we have famine, we have crops, damage to crops and animal life. Okay. So I'll want to show a picture which you need to understand. So you see here all the countries which are producing the carbon. India is also producing 7%. So we need to stop it. I'm not saying about other countries. They also need to stop it. China is producing 28%. That is too high. 140 crores. We are 136, 137 crores. We are producing 7%. Russian Federation 5%. United States 15%. So China, and we don't want to be, in the first 4 position for bad reasons.